Hello, and welcome to the CrayubCast. Come cast your nets and listen to us talk about a lot of clawful things.
all weird, tastes weird, weird texture, but it's just addictive enough where you keep eating it despite all that. You know?
What a
Yeah.
great way to
Anyways.
start the podcast.
Oh, okay, so we're live.
Yes.
Was good.
Okay, we're doing it live.
We're fucking
Oh,
doing
shit.
it live.
Cool. I can press start on my game while I talk, and I can play a game, which will keep me completely active with this conversation. So what's going on?
Clearly, you're going to stay so active while I have nothing in my way of
I'm
paying
playing
attention.
Sonic Mania, bro. So like, my mind is set. I already know what I'm on about. Because
Yeah.
we're talking
What
about
I
video
normally do.
games, and I'm playing my favorite video game of all time, Sonic the Hedgehog. So like, there you go.
I don't know how you can do
It's-
that. My brain don't work that way.
My brain's always worked like a 3-year-old.
Like a slab of ham.
Well, honestly, yes. Like that is probably the better way to describe it. The reason I enjoy playing Sonic games, that's how my brain operates. Everything's gotta be fast paced for me. Like I don't enjoy taking forever for a conversation to start. I don't enjoy taking forever to get somewhere. I enjoy the fact that things move, operate at a nice, quick speed where things just go, 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 which is very contrasting to my work habits. I hate at work when it's super busy and I gotta go, 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 like breathers. When I'm chilling, we just be boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying?
Boom, 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 boom.
That's why,
Focus.
yeah, that's why Sonic works for my favorite game though, because it's chilling, easy.
And then there's me, who just likes to sit on toilets in Animal Crossing.
That is still the best photo I've ever taken in any game ever.
I'm going to have to put it on stream, aren't I? Not stream, on the video
Yeah, go ahead and
feed.
put it on stream.
Okay,
Go ahead, hack
on
into
stream,
James's
yeah.
stream. Me hacking into James's stream, not to put anything like profound or like indecent, but to just be like, here's Andy taking a shit in Animal Crossing, by the way. Um, but yeah, honestly, out of any game screenshot I think I've ever took, the context behind you just sitting in like, cause I think I was just showing you my house after I'd been to your island. I'm like, yeah, so I got my bedroom, the living room. This is my bathroom, and it was like I think what is it like I had like prison or something like cell flooring and stuff, and it was like really like eerie, but nah, I missed that because that's just a regular. No, I think the last iteration of my bathroom in Animal Crossing said oh my god, what is it? The rat or something. Like I have rats everywhere. Just like a PNG or whatever rat.
rat, 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 rat.
How
I
it,
forget specifically
how
what
did you get a rat inside of the game? PNG wise.
I don't know if it's a PNG, but you know what I mean. Well, it is the picture's a PNG. I think it just adds like white around it.
Is
But
it
yeah,
like
no,
on the phone app thing?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
the
yeah.
Nintendo app on your actual cell phone?
Yeah, I
Oh,
added
okay.
those photos in because I wanted custom artwork in my game, so I had rats. Brother, when I went through my phone or my computer and I was looking for photos that would work to go in that game, the limited amount of things that actually would like make any sense, like, or yeah, the rat was the only real option besides a couple other things that I did.
Rat,
Rat.
rat, 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 rat.
All right, so it's about games that made us, right?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Well, I answered my question.
We
Now
all
you,
know
Andy.
that you move too fast.
Let's get it.
What did you have to drink?
Sonic the Hedgehog Speed Energy Drink because I don't have any Red Bulls left over. So this was
Speed.
this is
Speed.
honestly well because my dad came home one day, and he was all like, "I went to this candy store in my school." He's like, "So I got you these sodas," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." It was like Warhead sour sodas, which are you know, and then the Sonic Speed soda or Speed Energy Drink, and I'm like, I can already tell you this is either gonna be really nasty or it's liquid cocaine. And
Liquid cocaine.
yeah, because it tastes just like blueberries and something else.
Blueberry.
It's nothing like exciting. Like it's definitely not like it's not an energy drink I'd go out of my way to have. Which I guess is not saying a lot since I don't go out of my way to have energy drinks as it is. But
You don't go out of your way to have energy drinks.
no, because at work Ryan usually be like, "Want to split a Bonu Blast?" And I'm like, "All right, cool, I have one."
Bonu Blaze.
But otherwise, no, I'm not a big fan of energy drinks for what they do to me. In this case, though, for what I knew we were getting ready to do, yes, I was prepared. You can't hate it on man for being prepared for work. All right, it's like going to school with pencils. It's just you got to do it.
You did that? I never did.
Prank him, John.
Who's I gonna
John, oh
bump pencils
no!
off of? Where's my lasagna, John?
What?
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 We have
Where's my
lasagnas? Are we
John?
sharing this lasagna?
I don't know. Ask Gorefield.
Mr. Andrew Garfield, are we sharing the lasagnas?
No, because he couldn't even save a slice for Gwen Stacy, let alone save her life. All right. Jesus.
So
Well,
it's just
Andy?
Sonic games that have done you dirty.
Done me dirty.
Mr. Speed. Meanwhile,
one's-
I'm going to
one's done
take
me
the
dirty yet, I'm
slow-paced games.
He's waiting
Oh,
for someone to do him dirty.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we go back to that topic real quick? Currently in waiting. Here's my phone number, please. Okay, so you take slow games, huh? You take the slow way. What is the slow way, Andy?
Well, how many games do I constantly play that are slow paced? I can't speak. English is hard. Gas
He's a
station
speech
simulator.
teacher, by the way.
What?
Said he's a speech teacher, by the way.
I'm not a speech teacher, and I'm an English
is the
and
same
math
fucking thing.
teacher.
Yeah, whatever, same thing. Moving on, Mr. Animal Crossing. What
Yes,
about it?
Animal Crossing, slow games, slow pace. Rainbow Six Siege, slow pace.
I would
wait.
not consider Rainbow Six Siege to be slow paced.
You should see how I play. It's slow paced.
Don't ever get in a game with Wonton.
I
Look at
have
that man
already.
yell.
American Truck Simulator. Things that move slow. I want slow.
You know, American Truck Simulator going slow doesn't sound like it goes hand in hand to me, Andy. Now I see why all my packages are freaking late.
I think American Truck Simulator, if you ain't drunk as fuck, then you're not playing the game right. No kidding.
I only
Hold on,
play
Wait a minute.
at sleep level 100%. I want that bar all the way up,
No, I want.
and
I
I'm
want what
about to
James
pass
is
out
talking
every
about.
time.
I want what James is talking about. All right, I need.
You want me to play American Truck Simulator drunk on stream, don't you?
Yes.
Hell yeah, bro.
Well, hold on. It needs to be that you're drunk and you just drank 3 things of coffee like 8 hours ago, so you really gotta take a shit, and you got like massive road rage. Then I'll be interested in the stream. Look, you're tickling my fancy with all these great ideas. I might actually start watching your guys' streams.
I think
Kidding.
the game that really put me into motion though was Minecraft.
I mean, everybody can say that. It's Minecraft.
But like, I played that game every day
Diamonds.
for like, what, 6 years?
Sounds like
I
you
played
need a
this game
hobby.
since I played Minecraft since it was like just came out of the fucking like the video thing.
The video thing.
What fuck? I'm fucking idiot. What's it called? The web browser. There we go.
Oh.
It was on a
Still
web
God.
browser?
Game.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't remember that?
No, I played it when it was on like 1.5, 1.6.
Damn. You missed out on.
Yeah, I played it
big
before. I
Minecraft
think the
vibes.
Nether was a thing. Like I literally
say-
my first world, the Nether like came out like in the middle of it.
I was gonna say, I think a lot of us, like, or at least the 3 of us, had definitely had to have played before the Nether was a thing, right, Andy? Did you play before the Nether?
I don't know. Let me look. When did the
Nether's pretty
Nether
old.
update come out? No, not that. When did the Nether get added? Get
When Satan
added
backstabbed
to
Jesus.
Minecraft. in 2010? The answer is no.
Damn.
I started playing, I want to say in 2012.
Yeah, I remember there was this fucking YouTuber that I harassed when I was little.
Harassed. Go
That's
on.
basically what I did. I just really enjoyed his videos. You know, being just a little kid, I didn't realize,
Wait, he'd read your comments?
no, I like, because it was back when YouTube had the thing where everyone could comment. Like how it was like
What's-
how the community section is in YouTube now. It was like
Yeah.
the first version of it where everyone could just comment, kind of like how Steam are.
Oh,
Oh, like
okay.
on their profile?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're harassing him on his profile.
You still have that. So I remember I used to use that feature a lot for undisclosed reasons. Nothing like disgusting, but just in general. But and then you could private message people and you could also add them as a friend back then. I remember that. That's crazy. Holy shit! Like James bringing up like some ancient lore of YouTube. You could also have like a custom like wallpaper on your background or whatever. Like that was cool as hell. I remember I had like
Yeah.
Shadow the Hedgehog when that was coming out. And then some other stuff. But yeah, no, that's wild. Good memory there.
You can use the Wayback Machine to go look at that.
Yeah, but no one's gonna archive my YouTube channel, bro.
It's already pre-archived on the Wayback Machine. What do you mean?
Okay, you know what?
It
I'm
just
gonna look it up
follows
right
backwards.
now.
Okay.
Wayback Machine. I'm looking at the Wayback Machine. If I can find myself on YouTube, then you know what? Congratulations, YouTube browse history. Okay. Yeah, YouTube.com. And then we're gonna go to the year. It's a good year. Should we do 2010?
Sure. That sounds like a good time.
No. 20. Let's go 2009.
I was
God,
10
yeah,
years old.
aren't we all on this blessed
I
day?
was starting high school.
Well, Andy, not all of us got their parents together and said, "I need you to fuck right
I
here,
got my
right now."
parents together.
Yeah, bro. I know you have a time machine.
What? In order for me to do that, I would have to exist
Oh.
prior.
Well, you better start existing.
Unless it was like my previous life and I was just like, here. I'm about to die.
Okay, here we go.
Push together.
February. We're going to February 17th, 2009 at 6:22 in the morning, apparently.
That's the time that
If you
you've
look at
chosen.
my profile, it probably
I-
wouldn't have changed much.
Oh my god, dude, the old homepage. Let's go. All right, let's see. Looking up my account. The web page, Wayback Machine, not archived that URL.
Oh,
Now, who'da thunk?
Level 100% complete.
I thought it auto archived everything. It's weird.
No.
No, I think someone has to go out and do it, especially if it's older days.
Also, who would have, Andy? Who would have sat there and been like, "Hey, this random YouTube channel, I'm gonna go here and be like, I'm gonna archive this shit."
I don't know. Not me. Because I don't know how to do that.
Well,
I
neither
barely
do I.
know how to play like games that are not slow paced.
Well,
And then you said that you play fucking Siege. That's not a soul place game.
Again, you have to watch me play it. It's pretty slow paced.
Your fucking teammates must fucking flame you then.
I
Don't blame me,
survive. The goal is surviving.
here's a survival tip for you. Alright. Alright, well, I didn't
Yeah.
find anything about you. Okay. So, James.
Oh,
James.
is this?
James.
Are we having a strunk?
No, we're trying to get James to be like, yes, present.
Is he
What?
present? Sometimes he's not present.
That's why I'm double checking.
James, are you here?
Huh?
Huh? James, you were a kid, man. What was your game?
What was my game when I was a kid?
I don't know. What game would you say defined you as a person? Or games, plural.
I don't know.
How do you?
Probably maybe Minecraft.
Like that's something that brings the three of us together. It's just we all collectively enjoyed Minecraft growing up.
Yeah.
That's definitely how it got me and you into being friends.
Uh
Cool.
Because
friends.
without it, what are you trying to say?
It wasn't like that in the beginning.
Okay, but where are we at now? I can't speak English. What the fuck?
I don't want to dox my address, but
His address is 123 Internet Street.
shit.
His address is 123 Albuquerque Lane. Where
No,
the fuck
because
it is?
I took a wrong turn to Albuquerque. But okay, Minecraft. I can respect that.
I don't
I
know.
can.
I guess the game I did play the most on when I was a kid was technically Halo 2.
Hey, there you go. There you go. Halo. Okay.
I never got into Halo.
I had a neighbor that played Halo, so that's kind of where I got, I guess, into it, but not being really into it. I was more into like COD back then. Like I loved World at War. Had Big Red, whatever.
I mean, I owned Big Red.
R3.
I played a lot of Big Red too. I really enjoyed
Hmm.
the bombing level.
Yeah, James, this is a lot about you. Can I please? Thank you.
I would like to know more about this exact bombing level that you were really interested in.
It was just a level where you got on the plane and you just drop bombs. That's literally it.
All civilians. No,
Okay, okay. So what we're learning here, we don't let James into a plane that has bombs.
no.
Also,
What
I
I'm
didn't know
learning
you
is
could
I
get out
definitely
of
do it.
the seat, the gunner seat. So I just sat there and just farmed up fucking kills. So till the fucking like, what was it? The Nazis symbol was like past the screen.
Yeah, good. Fogum. Or something like that. Right, right, right.
Okay,
Now, huh?
nothing. I was just going. Okay,
Okay. um. All right. See, it's tough for the question I want to say because obviously with mine, it's a definitely yes, right? Because with you guys just picking Minecraft it makes it really hard to say like, would you guys want to see a revival in your game or like a new hype for it? But I mean, Minecraft never really died out, just more or less changed, and the type of people that play it thereby have changed because it's just a new environment. But like, I mean, there's got to be a game you guys play on like a GameCube or PlayStation or something that like
Oh no.
was different.
Until
No.
I was like 15, I only owned the original Xbox.
Okay, was there something on that you're like right now, if someone dug it up at like your house and was like, "Yo, you want to play this with me?" or like whatever, or okay, imagine you had a son, and he pulls it out, and he pulled out a game. Like, what game would you say that would be that would pique your interest to be like, "Let me show you how this is."
I don't know. I think I'd have to look at the games. I think probably Halo 2 though, because I know a lot of the bugs in that game.
There you
A
go.
lot of glitches.
James go to his son, not to show him the true fun of the gameplay, but the amount of glitches and how broken he can make a game. Son, you're gonna need a new TV after
I
this
mean, once you
because I'm
play a
about to
game
ruin it
a certain amount of times, you know you gotta find ways to entertain yourself, and that usually involves breaking the game.
with your forehead. Ah.
Yeah.
No, I guess that's fair. I mean, I guess I don't necessarily see it that same exact way because for me, it's like I played a game enough where it's not about breaking the game necessarily, but it's more, uh, how much faster can I play the game? What
I guess
shortcuts do
when
I
I say
know?
breaking, I
How?
mean more like exploring the game.
Yeah, I mean, I get that because like learning like different bugs and stuff that you can. Because when you had that program, I forget what it was called, where you were making the Nintendo Wii like shit itself.
Hey.
Because I think you were doing Wii Sports and something else, the Mario game, and
Yeah.
you were like breaking it. That, like, see, I get that. Or modding. Modding is another way where it's like, okay, I played the game enough for now. I just want to modify it, make it like feel new. You know, it's basically like what DLCs try to do, but without the money.
Yeah.
But man, you guys remember when DLCs really started becoming a thing? Just watching that rapid growth of like map packs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Specifically in
Isn't
one
it
game.
like wasn't it a thing that literally like COD started?
It
I feel like that's
might have
mostly when
been.
it started was when Call of Duty started doing it.
'Cause for me, it was World at War is when I remember seeing the map packs. I remember Map Pack 2 came out and it was like, oh, Varuk and a few other the multiplayer maps. And I'm like, oh shit, that's cool as hell. Right? But it's like $20 or something like that. Might have been like $10 at the time. But anyways, it was expensive. But I mean you got new content. It was kinda cool. But then yeah, it just slowly every other game decided, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Like Little Big Planet did it with all the costumes. And I guess the balance with it in Little Big Planet was like, oh well, it's a license thing because you can have a Sonic avatar, or you can be fucking Kratos. The PlayStation ones, like the ones that are from the actual like I guess console, I would never say should have been the same price as something as like a third party character or whatever. Because I mean, I think it was like $5.99 back then to get like 5 costumes and a sticker set, if it even came with stickers. Usually it just was the 5 outfits. The ones that were really cool though were the ones that also had the like level kits. Like, you remember playing those, James? Like the Pirates kit or the Incredibles or whatever.
Huh?
And Little Big Planet, like the DLC
Oh,
packs that would be
yeah.
like the extra levels, like the Pirates of the Caribbean.
I don't think I ever played
Um,
any of the extra levels. As soon as I finished the campaign, I just played multiplayer.
I don't blame you on that. But you could get like extra prizes and stuff from playing the other campaign stuff, the DLCs. I remember the pirate stuff had some cool little things. The monsters one,
Also,
the
I
Metal
don't
Gear
think
Solid one
I
was really
owned
fun.
much DLC.
Yeah,
My family's a bit poor.
it's understandable. What about you,
Understandable.
Andy?
No, I'm kidding.
Were you were you a DLC kind of guy back in the day, or in your
No.
high school days?
In my high school days, no.
Wasn't that when things started happening? You were in high school in 2010, you said, right?
2009, 2010, yeah.
Yeah, so
At
right when DLC was becoming like
at that point,
main
I was too focused in on like band and stuff, so I really didn't like go delve
bands.
into video games. I kind of just
Yeah, that's
played
right.
what we had, which
I'm
was
too
like
busy listening to Coldplay, guys. I don't have time to play Metal Gear Rising.
no, I played like we had a PS1 and a PS2.
Jesus Christ, bro. I mean, I enjoyed both of those consoles. Just by that point, I was definitely not playing those.
Well, we didn't get a PS3. My parents were like, "No, no, 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 no. That's too expensive. We can't do it." But they bought us the really slim PS2 for the bedroom that me and my brother shared. So we had the PlayStation and then the PlayStation 2 connected to our TV. I would constantly play that PlayStation 2 until the discs burned out, and then my parents would have to buy a new disc because that would ruin them.
Jesus. So speaking of PlayStations and their price, something that's kind of, I don't want to say sad, but right around the PlayStation 3's beginnings, I wouldn't say right at the start, I got one. My dad bought me mine on eBay. Like,
Dude.
I mean, cut costs where you can, I guess. It was the same thing with my Wii U. Like, that shit was bought on eBay too. Funny enough, in separate pieces, but like whatever. But it's just funny to me that I think about it. And I'm like, bro, like literally, I kind of relate to the fact that it was too expensive. But then it's like, oh, where will I find this cheap version? It was a day one too, so it only had like 50 gigs of storage or something like that.
You had to have like all the memory cards. I
No,
hate
I didn't.
memory cards.
PlayStation 3 didn't have memory cards. It was I think you could use USB, but like no, it was. I remember when GTA 5 came out. Specifically, this is the big one for me because it was 8 gigs to install it, and my PlayStation said no. Yeah, that's what I was like. What do I uninstall? Because I had all these free shovelware games that PlayStation gave me installed. Because I had that PlayStation Plus when that became an early thing. Because I bought it one day thinking it was a PlayStation Network card. Don't ask me how I mixed the two up. But anyways, I was so upset. But then I got like Costume Quest 2 or whatever for free, and like, oh, this game's kind of cool, I guess.
Oh, I remember getting that one.
Yeah.
I think one of the coolest ones I think I got was what was it called? It was like it was supposed to be like a third person shooter themed around what was it called? Greek mythology or something. It was really cool.
I don't think I know that one.
It was something. I think it was something gods.
Sounds neat though. Did you ever play the Sour Patch game that came out on the PS3?
I don't think so.
Bro, I swear to God, I'm like the only person on this earth that played that game. None of my friends had it, 'cause it was multiplayer, and I was like, yo, you should play this game with me. And like, I don't even know what that is. And I'm like, bro, Sour Patch Kids. But whatever. Whatever, guys.
World Gone Sour.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I
Yo,
googled it.
point.
It was not like an overly impressive game, but it was still
It was a Moby Games
fun.
game.
I don't know who that is,
I
but
think maybe.
what else was a cool shovelware game that I got for PS Plus?
You can play it on the PC.
You can?
Yo,
Apparently, it
Think
came
of-
out on Windows in 2011.
on the Wii, I had this
wonder.
cool. I had a couple shovelware games, but I think one of the coolest one I had was like this monster truck racing game. It was
You
real
know,
fun.
I give you credit. I would not know about half of the weird shovelware games that I have on my Dolphin for War for You. Like I think that monster, whatever the monster game I have installed is. You know what I'm talking about? 'Cause you told me about it. It's the one where you go around as a monster eating these little fucking creatures and it like levels you up or something like that.
I think I would have to see it in order.
Trying to think of the title of it. Because like I had WiiWare games. I wouldn't necessarily say shovelware, but I had the WiiWare games. And those were right. See, it's funny. Like I can't even say like there's a reason I would have got shovelware games for my Wii, especially because I barely even got like regular games. That is like I never owned any of the Mario Galaxies. My friend had to bring it over one time to show me. And I was like, I mean, it's all right. I mean,
I
it's
like
all
the first
right.
one.
When I looked at it, I was just kind of like, I'd rather play Sunshine, which is bad. I know it's like everyone that I've ever talked to about that always goes like, wait, you'd rather play Sunshine? Sunshine's nothing compared to
Ouch.
how cool Galaxy is. Not even, it's way better than 64. And I'm like, all right, now you're pushing it. Because I had a lot of the old school games. I want to say my Wii was mostly full of me buying like Genesis, NES, and all that games. Until I obviously modded my Wii and yeah, and then I went to town with whatever I wanted. But like, hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is. I got the power of the milk. Call me Captain Milk. Okay though, if there was a game from way back that it doesn't matter if it's like popular, unpopular, but just if it could get a like remaster right now, what game off the top of your head would you want? And it could be as simple as like something that could already be guaranteed to be getting one. It could be something that like, everyone liked it and it's just like I want it, or it's like a game you just really liked for no real reason.
I think I'm the only one who's gonna like have a definite answer that doesn't make sense.
All right, go for it.
What was that stupid cereal called? Captain
I'm
Crunch.
like,
The Captain Crunch game.
what? You want to
Specifically,
remaster some old?
I want the Captain Crunch game remastered.
Was it like one of those things where you open the cereal box and it gave you the CD-ROM or whatever?
I think maybe. I don't know.
So
Here,
I had a
Captain
Fruit Loops one of that.
Crunch video game.
Mm-mm.
The Captain Crunchling Adventure PC game. If they
Yeah,
could
I think,
remaster it, it was great. You built your own little character. I loved it.
I guess Andy kind of beats us in the obscurity level, unless I'm gonna bring up something like fucking Build-A-Bear's website or some stupid thing with all those games, or like the Chevron Cars games. Like I feel like. What about you, James? There a game that you're like, if they would remaster this, I would play it right now.
It'd be the Phantom Crash game.
Oh, the one you played on Xbox?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that would be a cool one.
Hmm.
I think it would do pretty well too. It's an arena type shooter.
I mean, yeah, I feel like those are pretty popular now. Okay. Is it weird to say that I honestly don't know what I would
You don't have any idea on how to like out obscurify me on this?
No, it's more I don't know what game I would say needs a remaster that either hasn't gotten one or
Sonic
like
06. No, I'm kidding.
no, okay, see, hot take, I would love a remaster of that, but someone's already kind of doing that, so I can't really say like oh, because Project 06 is that, and it's really good from what I've played. Um, the adventure games I would definitely say yes to. Even though the popularity of them dies out like year after year, people start going like they weren't actually that great, and I'm like you're on crack. Those games are fantastic. Um, but I don't know of a game I like. Okay, I could sit here and argue like, oh, Shadow the Hedgehog would be a fun game to get a remaster just because why not? But otherwise, like Pokemon games get remastered all the time, and I used to love playing those. Club Penguin, I loved playing that as a kid, but they will never bring that actually back. And I'd lose all my stuff from years prior. I don't know, like what? Hmm. I don't know. You really got me thinking now. Go because I'm like, there's so many options, but like, yeah, okay. You know, I'm gonna just say World at War. They would just remake World at War, make a proper World War II game. I'd be all about it. Why are you messaging me on Steam? What?
Is someone messaging you on Steam when they have your Discord?
It was low. Then even Nick messaged me earlier on Steam, and I'm like, why? Just contact me on Discord. Por favor. I never check Steam, and in fact, it's more of a concern. Well, I guess there you go. You get my attention because that's I'm more concerned why I have a Steam notification sound than I do a Discord sound. It's I don't know. Maybe there's a science behind it that I'm neglecting here. Yeah, otherwise, I don't know. Like, I hate to say that I'm just such a Sonic fanboy that I'm like, I would just like to see Sonic games. Like, I want to see, kind of relevant to the topic of remastering, but also not. Sonic Mega Collection, like having a collection of games that also has collection of the artwork and like kind of stuff in the past, promo videos when they were coming out, talking about the new games, and just kind of having like artwork and like little videos of like the creators talking about the game. That was so cool to me because even as a kid, right? Obviously, I was not born at the time of 1991 where Sonic was coming out, and I grew up with the Genesis. Like, I had one growing up, but it wasn't like I was a part of that era.
Jimmy.
Um, but like,
Epic
you know what I mean?
Fun.
Playing those games and then seeing like the cool stories behind it.
Fuck.
I'm someone who's interested in that kind of stuff, like the game history and all that, and how like things happen. That's why like did you know gaming type stuff always like interests me when it comes to, especially when it's about topics I enjoy. Um, but seeing collections like that again, where they actually put
Ugh.
heart and soul into it, and it's not just like, oh, we made a physical collection. That's our version of saying we did the thing, but actually like going out of your way to be like, in the game you can see
Fuck.
art, and I guess it's kind of stupid in a way because like the reason a lot of people don't do it is you can just Google that stuff now, right? Like, it's not as like obscure and hard to find. It's like everything's available now. Um, I don't know. I would just like to see complete collections again, like how they used to do things back in the day. Mainly because I'm just a sucker for video games feeling fun again. You know what I mean? Like, I want I want that feeling I had as a kid loading up a game that had like just random shit to collect. I don't know, or not even just to
Yeah.
collect. Like, you could just view like when you were bored of the game, or not even bored, but you played enough of it and you're just sitting there at the main menu, but you had a reason to scroll through the main menu and you're like, oh, this is kind of cool, and the music's like a nice vibe, whatever. Uh, Stuff like that. So I guess that there you go. There's my little wishful.
I'm glad that you finished that sentence. my wishful.
I don't know. I couldn't like I don't know. I was just like I'm just deep into that thought. I'm trying to think of like ways to properly explain it. I guess like I don't know, man. I'm just thinking. Because video games at this point just don't feel the same to me. Like I don't know if it's just because we're getting older or if it's because like the games we played were so different that like we don't get used to new games because they're more catered towards
And
people
the
that
problem is,
enjoy.
a lot of big name companies don't put soul into their games anymore.
Yo, honestly though, yeah,
That's why I say the indie games are like better than big name companies now.
there's a lot of
Yeah,
indie games you think are really like neat. The only problem with them is and even I don't want to spoil the Star Citizen episode we might do, right? But that's another one where they like back to the topic I was about to say is like indie games will like sell their game to a big company or a third party company, be like, all right, cool, we did a thing, but like we're gonna sell it now. It's like, no, you had a good thing going. Stay independent. Like, I love this game. Do not ruin it, please. Um, Something similar to what Star Citizens allegedly doing through a leak, but like you know what I mean? You have this world you're building, you're doing it great. Like imagine if Hat in Time sold itself. I'd be like, nah, like the game was fun, but having like some soulless like sequel built just because big corpo says we need another one. Like that's not the same. It's not fun. It's not
Yeah.
when a game has heart into it, like the fact that that game feels similar to like an old school like Mario 64 collectathon type game or certain games like have that Banjo Kazooie feel or have that old Sonic feel or something like that. Like treasure that. Like yeah, you could say oh blatant ripoffs of old. You're just trying to be like this game, but it's like yeah, but if they're doing it better, I'm okay with that. Like it doesn't need to be this like fucking Ricky Rat and Mickey Matt.
Mickey
Ricky
Matt,
Ricky
Rat,
Rat.
Mickey Matt.
Ricky Ricky Rat, and Mickey Mouse could be very similar, but if they're doing it better than Mickey Mouse, then they're doing it better than Mickey Mouse, and I'll appreciate it, even though it's just Mickey Mouse with extra steps to avoid copyright. Like, um, so I don't know, man. I just I don't like seeing, because also at the same time is you'll see big game devs do the opposite where they go towards third parties to build their games, and that also kind of ruins it too, right? Like same with not putting heart into it, but they just don't do anything with it at all. Like for an example, Legends Arceus was made by Game Freak, but Game Freak did nothing with the Diamond and Pearl remakes. Their names on it, but they gave it to another company. Problem with that is the feelings I got when I first loaded up the game, being like, okay, it's literally just the original game, and they just upscaled it. Like, okay, it's 3D chibi graphics. I don't know. You could feel the semi soullessness from the game because there wasn't that same love they put into the other remakes. Like the Ruby and Sapphire remakes were amazing. Did not feel the same way about the Diamond and Pearl remakes. Um, and so yeah, it is kind of like sad when companies don't put love into the game that you really treasure, especially when it's like you're really pulling on me to not think about you as a corporation, right? Like think about your evils or think about like, bro, like you guys don't care about us, you care about the money, right? But when you give me something nice, like, but guys, put that aside real quick. Check out these cool red, white, and blue Mickey Mouse ears, or check out this Sonic, but he's holding a chili dog plush, and you're like, oh, that's right, this is cool. I like this. I will forget your sins. Keep doing that, so I don't think about these things. But instead, it's like you give us this reason to be like angry or like, bro, really? You did this? Like now that I don't even want to play this game, or now I'm not looking forward to the future installments from you. Um, same with like soulless. Like, okay, here's the game. Here's loot boxes. Some games I guess benefit from them more than others. Not to say that they're good at all, but like, all right, Team Fortress 2, it's a free game, and they're like, okay, summer crates and stuff. It's not a great thing they do it, but it's a free game. So I guess if you choose to go out of your way to buy these, like they're just skins, right? They don't affect gameplay necessarily.
It
So
used to actually when they first came out.
well, like, what do you mean?
If you
What
equip certain sets, you get like bonuses to the sets. They
Oh, really?
removed that
Okay.
feature now, except for like certain sets where you have to have the full
Hmm.
thing, and you have to go against someone else who has the full thing.
Interesting. Okay. Because I'm like, if it's not like pay to win, and if it's not something where you're paying uh to get an advantage of some sort, then I'm like, okay, it's cool. It's just cosmetic. I'm all right with that. But I don't know. Video games can't live without them. But I'm
But also
starting to
can't
see a
live
way.
with them.
Something like that. I like. I don't know. I feel like I've been kind of going off though. Andy, you got any thoughts?
No, not really. A lot of the games that I do are kind of just there. So
They're just there.
the one that I spend the most money on is The Sims, and I don't play that game very often. So
Andy identifies as a stay-at-home mom.
I do. I have 3 lovely tiny children that live in a glass
Oh,
tank.
I have The Sims busting out on my on the Xbox thing I have.
Oh fuck. Yeah, you know what's funny? I think Sims is almost a game that I've probably spent the most money on the DLC just because of the stupid things I've been doing it with. Mind you, for the record, Andy and I do 2 different versions of The Sims. Andy plays probably to make families, do challenges. I do it to make chaos and other things. um,
I
now
do
Little Big
chaos
Planet.
sometimes.
Yeah, but you don't have characters based off of lol cows going on mass murdering sprees and then
This is true.
finding some random cop and going, all right, now you're gonna do this with me in the bathroom. Um, but no, I think Little Big Planet takes the cake as far as like the most DLC money I've ever spent. Just because I mean I loved the cosmetics. I mean they kept hitting me with some good stuff, man. Like they're like pre-order get Gonzo, and I'm like, but I didn't get Gonzo because I didn't do it at Best Buy. I did it at GameStop, so I got Clue from Tron, and I was fine with that. Clue is my favorite Disney villain of all time. Um, then they had the Muppets pack, and I was like, I gotta get the Muppet pack. I gotta get the Muppet costumes. When the Sonic ones came out, that's the first DLC. No. I think the COD one. No, because the COD one my friend had, or my neighbor. The I think the Sonic DLC pack was the very first DLC I've actually gone out of my way to buy, and obviously I did not regret it because Sonic the Hedgehog and Little Big Planet. Like I was excited. It was great. Um, but I don't know. Sims is probably right there. Maybe not really. I think I've spent probably $1,000 on DLC for Little Big Planet. But you know what? Not even mad.
let me Google how
That's
much
better.
it costs to own all the DLC on The Sims. Hold on.
Probably like $800.
Or-
But I mean, I think that pales in comparison. This is where we drag James into this one. Pales into comparison of how much people pay on League of Legends skins. Just hearing James.
$995
Jesus Christ,
on
dude.
just the DLC. I purchased the game when it was $60 and a
I think I did
disc.
too.
So
Oh, a disc. What?
yeah, I have the disc set.
For Sims 4?
Yeah.
The fact that your computer has a disc reader.
Oh, this one doesn't. This
Hmm.
was in 2016. Yeah.
James, let's move on to this topic real quick. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
In retrospect, what are your thoughts on things like League of Legends when it comes to skin buying and stuff like that? In like how they'll have $30 skins, $40 skins, $10 skins, $20 skins, and then like rare skins like the hex text and stuff. Like in retrospect, do you find that to be like a bad thing, and you're like, I hate that I did that, or you just kind of like because it's cool to be the guy who's brainless and just like I'm willing to spend my money on a cosmetic because I enjoy the game enough. But your thoughts.
I think it just depends on how well the skin is made. If it deserves the $30 title at all, to keep it even.
You think some don't warrant that $30 title despite having it?
I think no skin should be $30. I think 15 at most, if even.
The ones I will say is I remember they had like the relief packs, and I remember the I think it was autism awareness packs where you'll get like a bundle of skins and you get like
Oh yeah, that one had I think it was Cho'Gath in it. It's either
well, like
Cho'Gath or Ornn.
when you get multiple things in a package, then I could say okay, $30, but you're getting a bunch of skins, sure, but like
One?
Yeah, if you're getting like a high quality skin and the most of the price is going into supporting a charity that you believe in, yeah,
then yeah.
I think the price is good there.
Cause I think when COVID was happening, they had like the whole Nurse Kali sale, right?
Oh
Or
shit.
something like that. Like everybody got like a doctor skin or something like that. And there was like or it might have been COVID. It might have been another thing where they were doing for awareness of some sort. Um, but like yeah, see that's stuff. I guess I can kind of see it. Um, but I don't know. I don't know that. Um, I don't know that I'm big on skins. I guess I'm kind of like in this weird like they exist,
I think when it comes down to skins, loot boxes thing, I think there's only one game that I know off the top of my head that did it right.
and that
And
would
that was
be
Battleborn. And
I don't really.
essentially they gave you loot boxes and skins just for playing the game.
So you didn't have to pay for it at all.
Yeah, you didn't have to pay for any skin, I believe.
Nice. I know if you play long enough and you play quote unquote good enough, League kind of does that for you too. But I
Uh,
mean, the shop also just incentivizes you to buy it versus
no, you have to be if you wanted to get skins from the thing, you have to get S pluses on champions, and then you have to hope for RNG that someone gives you honor for key fragments.
right. But I mean, at least then it's like technically it gives you that. I'm not saying it's a good system. I'm just saying they also kind of in a way give you skins without paying, but it's not really like in your favor because most of the time I remember I don't know if you remember this back in the day, but I feel like the more what I usually got most out of loot boxes or the not loot box the fucking chests were ward skins.
Oh, I mostly
Y-
get fucking champion shards.
Really? No, back then, man, all I got were ward skins. Like I have a bunch of ward skins, and I remember Zach telling me early on, like those are useless. Don't even bother. Especially because I had the arcade portal one anyway. So at one point I was like,
Yeah,
yeah, I don't really use
once
any
you get
other
a good
one.
ward skin, you generally don't use it anything else.
The
So
only issue though is the ward skins aren't worth shit. Like you got maybe like what 100 orange essence from them, but a skin would cost you like 1,000.
I think it depends on the skin, like the quote unquote rarity of the skin.
Well, back then the problem was there weren't a lot of like old school skins because old school skins were considered the current skin. you know, like
Yeah.
so it's kind of hard to determine it like that. But I see what you mean though. What about you, Andy? Because you played like Overwatch and stuff, which had a system similar to that. I mean, are
They,
you an anti loot crate? I know you were a big Gambo when it came to Gen shit, but uh,
so I'm a loot box person. I don't think you should spend money on them, but I did. Um, the thing with
I'm a
Overwatch,
drug addict, but
though,
don't do drugs, guys.
yeah, I mean, have you met drug addicts? They tell you that. Don't do it because you end up like me. Like you don't want it.
Yeah, okay, if you're with fucking Officer McGruff, but like, no, most of them will tell you, bro, I'm on my psychedelics and this shit's amazing. or so.
when he's on here, we're gonna tell him that.
Oh, we'll get him good. We'll get him good.
Um, but Overwatch had a system where it was like, you level up, you get a loot box. We're having a what is it called? Like I don't know what it's called. My brain is frying. Like a party.
Hmm.
The game is having this specific thing, like on.
Like an event?
Thank you, event. Um, this event, so you can level up, and if you level up, you get like 3 boxes or 5 boxes.
Let's go, 3 boxes!
So you didn't have to pay for them. You got them for free, but
Yeah.
at some point, you can buy them if you want, and I did, and I'd buy them for the events. So like
Mm.
loot boxes are my thing. I like gambling on loot boxes. I collect. That's my thing. That's why I have every game pack for The Sims.
God forbid I take Andy with me to my trip to Japan and he just sees a gachapon machine or fucking the one building that has nothing but gachapon. Man's gonna crazy. I don't even know what this is, but I want it.
I
You
think
should see
I was
me
going back to
playing
what I
claw
was saying about
machines.
having Battleborn having one of the best loot box systems. If you played a campaign level, you get 3,000, like 3,000, 5,000 coins. Then you can spend 1,000 of those coins for a loot box to get a skin, and you can choose between the factions of the characters themselves. So if there's a character you like that's in this faction, you can specify it down to his faction, and you
See,
just get the coins just for playing the game.
Didn't TF2 do it in a way to where you could kind of like pick which character you wanted your skin for, right?
Not really.
I thought there was something you could kind of like influence when you opened up.
I think there's nothing that really separates skins from that, but there's I think there's like equipment chests, and I think it's a very rare chance to get cosmetics from them. I think that's about as close as you can get.
I see. Yeah, I don't. The Battleborn system sounds more like how games would do the thing where like say Sonic Riders was like, okay, cool, you played enough levels, you earned enough in-game like rings that you would spend on new boards. So it's less of a loot box and more. Well, I guess because you're saying it's random what you got though, so versus choosing. So I guess it's not really your purchasing. So yeah, I guess I see what you're getting at.
You could still buy the skins if you want. There's like one
If you
specific
want.
ones you wanted. I think
There you go.
Battleborn's a tragic game though. It was such a good game, but it just got overshadowed by Overwatch. Because it came out
really
2 or 3 months before Overwatch did.
Yeah, it's also kind of sad because Heroes of the Storm got overshadowed.
Yeah,
Overwatch came out and it just like took over.
Yeah, but not for the reasons people think.
It was just
It was-
overhyped. Because it's
No,
oh
it
my
was nothing
god,
about
a
the gameplay.
Blizzard game.
It was Mercy.
Nope, it was the porn.
It was Mercy.
It was the porn.
Yeah, Mercy.
Nobody cares about your fucking character, bro.
No,
They're irrelevant. If your character's not the big bimbo with the fucking coat or the one with British, bro, I don't think that was the only two I remember being on iFunny like constantly was the big one with the glasses that looked like fucking Caitlyn, and then fucking oh my god, what is her name? They were in Ready Player One too. Tracer. Brother, actually, you know what? I gotta take it back. 'Cause I'm pretty sure that character you're talking about is that one skin I found on fucking VR chat. So never mind. No context, but
I'm upset. I didn't finish the level. I exited early.
Nice.
All right, Andy, but it's ogre for you.
It is.
It's ogre for Ogre Watch. What's over?
It's ogre.
Oh,
Ogre for
Overwatch is
Overwatch.
dying.
It is.
They're pouring over to Steam
Now
because
it's
they're fucking
Ogre Watch
dying.
2.
Overwatch 2? Don't you mean just the system update?
They made the game free.
Did they?
And then they added one
Everyone already
character,
owned
I
the
think.
game, though.
And they changed the character's name. What?
It was
We're really doing
stupid.
God's work out here.
I'm glad I stopped playing when I did.
I mean, if you like a game, bro, ain't my job to hate. Except it is, because if it's Valorant, I hate. If it's Genshin Impact, I'm a hate. But otherwise, yeah, do what you do.
Both games in which I have played.
Well, don't do it. My best advice to you.
That's it. I'm gonna reinstall Valorant.
Okay, you can go hang out with the. Never mind. I'm checking myself before I strike myself here.
Do we have any other thoughts?
No, honestly, I mean, because other than that, man, video games have made us. Sonic, Pokemon, and platformers. So, those are the games that really kind of resonated with me. I loved Mario 64. The adventure games were great for Sonic. I feel like that's kind of my gameplay style these days. I really don't stray too far from that anymore. Like, I mean, I don't play most modern games. I think that's something that maybe we talk about later down the road is how we're influenced by those games too, in the sense of like, you'll get stuck in a certain way and you just at one point will stop wanting to play new games because it's like, I don't play that style of game. I refuse. I'm an angry old man who doesn't play these newfangled games.
You just want these new games to get off your lawn.
Especially War Thunder. Get that shit out of here.
I agree.
Sorry, War Thunder. This is a Dream Tank Match neighborhood. Keep moving. Maybe like 3 people will understand what I just referred to. They're like, what the hell's a Dream Tank Match? And something no one ever understands. But these 2 fine gentlemen own and have touched once in their life.
I've played it twice.
What? Let's go, baby!
I think I have like maybe an hour in it.
Damn.
Maybe.
Go. Maybe. Yeah, no,
Right,
that's all the thoughts I got, honestly. There's nothing else really like out there. Nothing really I'm like expand on this. We kind of did it. We expanded
And
dong.
dong.
Expand dong. So, thank today's sponsors, Sonic Cocaine in a Can. Really helped me with my incoherent thoughts about rambles and rambling.
Hashtag not actually sponsored, but yeah.
And I'd like to thank James's stream for listening in, going above and beyond to beat the Patreon people that gain the early access. So, which I guess reminds me I am legally required to remind you all that we have a Patreon. For $5, you can get early access to these.
No, it's $3.
Oh, $3. For $3, you can get big podcast time, and you get that one chat in the Discord where we'll actually listen to your suggestions and not just laugh at you. Otto, I mean, what? And then there's other things, like you can suggest things that we'll do. And one day, you don't know this yet. This is why you're pre-purchasing. It's like a pre-order for a game, bro, which is like uber hype. Everyone does it. You should do it too. Like that kid Melvin across the street, he did it. His mom let him. His mom's cooler than your mom. Anyways, we'll be releasing cool merchandise stuff like crabs. You want a knitted crab by Andy? You want to make Andy suffer?
It's
Crocheted. Whatever. Andy's a grandma. He does whatever he wants.
I am.
Yeah, you can do that. There's a Discord. There's we're on the YouTubes. We're on the Twitter. We're on the whatever else you find your podcast at. I've been trying to get Andy to put us on X videos. He doesn't want to do it.
No, we're not doing that.
I'm telling you, man. James and I would make a killing out of there.
No.
Listen, the best part about James and I is we're not gay, so that just makes it even more interesting for the people to watch. So they're like, damn, wait, what? They're just homies like that? I'm like, yeah.
I didn't know you were chill like that.
I didn't know you. Damn, I didn't know you were chill like that, bro.
Didn't know you were a fool like that.
True. Yeah.
We also do all stream. Those links will be in the description in YouTube. You can also check the link tree on our Twitter page.
Oh yeah.
I'll put all that in there.
And some of us even do chatter. I'm just kidding.
It's James.
OnlyFans.
That's right. James is OnlyFans. Oh, Andy's. That's where he posts pictures of his crochet.
I've always wanted to start an OnlyFans that's just pictures of spaghetti.
What?
People will pay for it.
What, for your nudes?
No, spaghetti. Literally, it's
noodles.
just pictures of noodles. Yeah.
So your nudes.
Pictures of lasagna, pictures of spaghetti.
And they're not even like cooked by him. It's like, true. Welcome to the modern age, old man. It's called food porn. No, but brother, you gotta make it too. It's like not even homemade stuff. It's like Stouffer's or something. Just to really add the level of like, wow, there was really no effort to this. You just really just got a picture of Stouffer's and said, "Here's my lasagna." I didn't even bother to cook it.
Yeah.
And he's thinking outside the box, dude. This is why.
Outside the Stouffer's
Holy
box.
fuck. Fuck. Oh.
Well, thank you all so much for listening to us talk for literally an hour.
Really? Damn.
Yeah.
Let's go, team.
It's been an hour.
All right, this is where we disconnect. By the way, you guys don't realize this. We just talking this. After this hour, we're all going to go our separate ways, and our managers will contact you. Yeah, my manager will contact James's manager, who then talks to Andy's manager. Andy's manager does not like either of our managers, but it's all right. Also, these names are fake. These aren't our actual names. This is all just been a ploy. You have been trolled.
Well, have a great rest of your whatever it is time for everybody.
Enjoy going to work.
Yeah,
or
listen to us while you're driving. That's what I do.
And,
I listen to podcasts while I
if we
drive.
get a majority of you, if you give us at least 60% of you are driving, we'll go ahead and put video game footage on the screen so that way you're distracted too.
The entire time.
Of course. And all of our Patreons get one free can of booze for their driving experience because it's okay.
We will not be supplying that.
I'm joking, guys. I don't believe in that. The only thing I drink while I drive is orange juice from McDonald's because it's the only thing that's open at 5 in the morning when I'm trying to go to damn work.
Starbucks?
Bro, the line at 5 in the morning makes no sense
open.
for me. Yeah, but like I have to get a refresher, and sometimes I don't feel a refresher. And if I drink coffee, I'll have choro. So like, yeah, you know, Andy. And plus, then what am I gonna eat for breakfast, bro?
They have
shit they got there's like Jimmy Dean. I might as well just make a Jimmy Dean at home.
egg bites. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your time in this day. Say goodbye. Say goodbye, James.
No.
James
No.
does not say goodbye. You guys will not get one. He might say it one day.
I'm not saying goodbye, so that means we can never close the stop thing.
I will
You know
stop
what? Now
it.
I'm gonna get an AI made of James and just say goodbye. But it's gotta be like a really bad AI where like the voice cracks or some shit.
Hey, James,
No.
what's the opposite of bad? James, what's the opposite of bad? Say it.
Well, Bad was an
Opposite of
album released
bad.
by Michael Jackson, so therefore it would have to be Prince would
Great.
be the opposite.
Great. Okay. And then what do you do at the store?
Shoplift.
All right. Great shoplift, guys. Great shoplift.